You are never alone, even when you are alone. Of course, you know that. Of course you already know and understand that. You know that your spirit guides, your angels, God, whatever you believe in, the universe, is out there and watching over you and protecting you and showing up for you. You know this, High Priestess. You know. You have this information. 2-2 on the timer. 2 could be significant for you. You know this, and you've been moving forward with this information for a long time. You know that you're not alone, right? But I'm not talking about them. 4-4 on the timer. I'm not talking about our wonderful spirit guides. I'm not talking about, look at that. I'm not talking about our divine angels and protectors and our wonderful ancestors who watch over us and protect us. No, I'm talking about you. Even when you're alone, 111 on the timer, you still have you. And this collective, I think we're finally getting to a point where we are considering ourselves, 1, 2, 3 on the timer, as an individual who counts, who is a supporter, who is our biggest supporter, honestly. You're finally coming into this place where you're actually looking at yourselves. And I'm on this journey too. I'm with you on this, okay? Which way did you want that, Spirit? You're finally looking at yourself for who you are. Page of Wands, creative. Look at you, creator. Look at you. 212 on the timer. You are such a wonderful being. God, you're so awesome. Like, I'm literally tapping into this energy. You're actually so awesome. Like, 222 on the timer. I don't think I can express to you, like, the warmth you bring into a room, the joy, the sun. Oh my god, 234 on the timer. 235 could be significant for you, but it's like people look at you and they look at your heart, and instead of seeing a muscle, instead of seeing an organ, instead of seeing something that is circulating blood through your body, they see the sun. That's beautiful. Oh my god. I've been getting this download for the past, 2 or 3 days, and Spirit hasn't talked about it much at all. Like, I'm trying to kind of dissect it a little bit to understand where they're coming from. And they're just saying, like, you finally did it. You did it. You're recognizing yourself as an individual, as a person that deserves love, that deserves kindness, that deserves acceptance, that deserves 333 on the timer, that deserves to be seen and loved entirely for who you are, and you're finally doing that and giving that to yourself. 345 on the timer. I'm gonna go grab myself a water really fast. Oh my god, I literally just realized that I have these cute little earrings that I was gonna wear yesterday, but then I put on my other ones instead. I think I've worn them before. I think you've seen them. 404 on the timer. Maybe you like making jewelry. Maybe you like doing things and crafting like that. This is a collective of creators, a collective of artists, so, it's fun. I love doing these readings for you guys so much, genuinely, because, I love just diving into this energy and, getting these, little tidbits of information, of wisdom that 432 on the timer, 434 on the timer, that the universe, just, feeds me, right? That the universe channels for me. Well, I channel for the universe. 444 on the timer. And I just love giving these topics and ideas to just chew on so people can think about them. 456 on the timer. and people can really like journal about them, dissect them, ask them where these things apply in their own lives, you know? Man, you can probably hear it in my voice. I'm like, ugh, but it's fine. So, Spirit, what more did you want to say? Alone is not a bad word. It's not even 525 on the timer. It doesn't even have that kind of weight to it anymore. Like, thinking about being alone or being on your own, like, it's not even scary. 535 on the timer. It doesn't even, like, it literally doesn't even upset you. Look at this. We have, like, the Queen of Cups in reverse with the King of Pentacles upright. You don't even see it as a loss anymore. Being alone isn't even, like, a negative, doesn't even have a negative impact on you. 555 on the timer. Like, you see it as an opportunity for abundance. You see it as an opportunity or growth to build, to create. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse. It's like, like, being alone means that you get to take more, not calculated risks. You get to take more just risks. You just get to take more risks. You're not even worried about, like, 626 on the timer. You're not even worried about the repercussions of being alone. Like, because being alone means that you get to try and do things. And, okay, it's like, you're behind the scenes, right? But you're the only one that's backstage, so nobody can tell you to stop. 646 on the timer, dancing along to the choreography and, like, living your best life and, like, chilling and having fun. 654 on the timer, you know? And usually people would get in trouble for things like that, because in productions you got to be focused on top of things, on top of things, on top of things. But you trust yourself, 707 on the timer, enough to know that you can move forward and do things. Like, you're seeing things a lot more clearly now, and you're releasing this need or this want to have people, you know? And, like, of course, I'm not saying, like, you don't want community. No. Don't take words I'm not saying, okay? But you just don't feel like other people are a necessity, you know? And you're recognizing yourself as the only person you'll ever really need, because you're the only person that you'll ever actually have to rely on to get you to where you want to go, you know? And other people really struggle with feeling that for themselves. People in this day and age really struggle with allowing themselves to exist. Yeah, accepting themselves and allowing themselves to live the life that is meant for themselves, live a life that is aligned with their destiny. And King of Wands in reverse. People, like, spend a lot of time giving away their power, unable to find the whimsy in this in this world with the Page of Pentacles, like, unable to find the enjoyment and the stability that they can find within themselves, you know? Connecting with that inner child. All of the pages remind me of the inner child. Yeah, this lack of stability, man. The Magician in reverse, that's somebody that doesn't know themselves, somebody that doesn't understand the energy. 858 on the timer, somebody that doesn't understand how to empower themselves and create a life for themselves. With the Ace of Cups, strength, and the High Priestess, like, you have extended this kind of love, compassion, and kindness to yourself, and you've left the entire idea of 919 on the timer, living a life that is meant to be, as in societal projections of how you're supposed to live your life. You've left that behind. And things are being illuminated and shown to people just how unjust living like this is. And you're an inspiration to people. You're pushing people onto a new path. You literally are. You're helping people recognize that they can build things for themselves the way that they want. sure, it's going to be hard. Sure, there's a heavy load. They're recognizing now just how heavy a load you've been carrying and just how much they have been causing betrayal in your life. But, you know, nobody's perfect. You never put that expectation on anybody for anything, honestly. Yeah, with the Eight of Cups, you knew your destiny. You knew what path was meant for you, and you never held it against other people. Like, I genuinely, no, I don't feel any kind of animosity. Maybe a little bit of anger, maybe a little bit of frustration, maybe a tiny bit of disgust, but not, and I don't even mean the kind of disgust where it's like ick, but more of like the angry disgust, the kind of disgust where you want to scratch off your skin, the kind of disgust where it's like, oh my god, I can't believe I ever let you near me, kind of a thing. I keep seeing the Chariot and the Ace of Cups. You've created a new reality for yourself and you are moving towards it like crazy. Like, with the cards that have come out so far, with the Ten of Pentacles being clarified by the Page of Wands, and then the Two of Cups being clarified by the World, just confirmation, you are reaching this new point in life, right? With the Ten of Pentacles, you are reaching a new level of abundance, a new level of material wealth, like money, for real, 11:33 on the timer. A whole other level of new beginnings and collaboration and creation. And you are just like, you are so abundant right now. I don't think you even understand how abundant your energy is right now. Speak anything into the universe. Anything, it'll happen. I'm being so for real right now. Like, speak anything into the universe, it will happen. I will be a millionaire in this life. Maybe even more. I will be. I am. I am rich with millionaire money. I am rich, 12:12 on the timer, with millionaire energy. Say it. Why not? You're alone, aren't you? I mean, that's a risk you're allowed to take. And it's one that'll come into fruition. The smoke. I have incense burning over here. My ancestors like to talk to me through smoke, and they always have so much to say, honestly. I love them so much. I love you guys. I hope you know that, right? That's adorable. Okay, anyways. So, with this Two of Cups being clarified by the World, you've completed a contract. You're no longer obligated the way people think you are. You're really not. You've brought something to the end. Oh my gosh. Oh. We have the Six of Swords in the reverse with the Lovers upright. Six of Pentacles underneath that. Ace of Cups on the back of the deck. This is crazy. And the Nine of Pentacles. Oh my god. Like, you are in your wish fulfillment era, for real. Trust that. Holy shit, just trust that. Like, and like, the thing is, okay, I'm getting that you might be feeling and dealing with a lot of projection right now, where people have been trying to get you to move out of your spot, to move out of your position, to get off of your throne, to get off of your, high horse, right? It's not a high horse. If it were a high horse, Spirit wouldn't have led you here. If this were a high horse, Spirit wouldn't have guided you to get on the horse's back. This isn't high horse energy. This is Chariot energy. Like, I've shown you so many. 14:14 on the timer. Let's talk about it. I went and shuffled, immediately got the Chariot. Spirit, I love you. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, angels. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, spirit guides. Thank you, higher self. Please tell me more. Tell me more. What do you need? What does the collective need? What do you need? What do you need to tell them? I will. Anything for you, Spirit. Anything for you, Spirit. Every time. Yeah, you're dealing with a lot of projections right now. I mean, like, a lot of projections from people, 444 on the timer, people that were supposed to be supporting you, people that were supposed to help you, that were supposed to collaborate with you, that were supposed to pour into you when you needed it most, and they couldn't do that. Yeah, people that were in union with you. So whether this was a partner, whether this was friends, whether this was family, people that were supposed to support you and show up for you that failed to do so. And it kind of stole some victories from you, right? And it's not to say that you didn't achieve those victories, but it stole the celebration of those victories. I was talking about this with a friend the other night. With the Six of Swords in reverse being clarified by the Lovers and the Six of Pentacles clarifying all this energy, people are trying to push you out of your spot because they are uncomfortable seeing you in your Empress energy, sitting on your throne, where you are meant to be, where you've been guided to go. Yeah. With the Queen of Wands in reverse and the Hierophant in reverse, a contract has been broken. When you came here, with the Nine of Cups in reverse, Four of Pentacles in reverse, Judgment upright, you came here with some kind of contract. You incarnated with some kind of contract that was holding you back and preventing you from moving forward in your life. This is something that could have been from multiple past lives. This could be a contract that it's just a contract that left you imbalanced. It's a contract that left you, yeah, with the Six of Swords in reverse again, oh my god, and the Ace of Wands in reverse. This, like, energy, these people put you in a really compromising position, and this is something that could have been following you for lifetimes, and you broke it. You broke it this lifetime. You broke it this lifetime. I don't know why my computer's turning on. It's fine. Judgment has been passed. You're moving forward, slowly but surely, to where you're meant to go, where you're meant to be. These people... excuse me, they did a lot to hurt you. Three of Swords in reverse, and yet you took it all in stride and you learned from it all. You didn't even take it personally. You didn't take it to heart. Ace of Cups in reverse, you didn't take it to heart. You didn't take it as this, like, absolute personal problem or personal issue. Even though they were actively trying to prevent newness from coming into your life, you didn't take it personally. You'd learned from it. You planted seeds from it, and now you're sowing something better, and you're getting your justice for that. It's the calm after the storm. It's the calm after the storm. Yep. Yep. These people were supposed to show up for you and be there for you. And yet, a couple of them were traitors. Like, for real. From what Spirit is telling me, they were traitors. People that literally, they did not actually support you the way that they claimed they supported you. Seven of Wands in reverse with the Wheel of Fortune upright. Like, they did some sneaky ass shit, and you never felt the need to defend yourself for these people, defend yourself in front of these people. Yeah, you never felt the need to change for these people. You never felt the need to force yourself to become something else or to change who you really were in order to be comfortable for them, or in order for them to be comfortable with you. 1818 on the timer. Judgment was passed over that. And that cycle is broken now. That cycle is broken now. These contracts are broken. And I'm hearing you're never going to have to see these people ever again. For the rest of your life, you're never going to have to see these people again. You're never going to have to deal with these people again. And that felt like a promise. Not even just like, oh, well, if you want. No. Some of us are still struggling from being broken away from these connections, from these people. And I'm here to tell you that it's gonna be okay, and that you're going to be getting so much better than what you have right now. You're gonna get so much better than what you have right now. Trust. Just keep going. Just keep moving forward. Spirit wants you to know that right now, you're in your Nine of Pentacles energy. We are in the Nine of Pentacles energy right now. We are in that period of grounding our abundance, okay? Grounding the creations that we are making. Yeah, with the Queen of Pentacles, you know what the fuck is up. You know what's up. You know what the fuck is up, honestly. Just trust yourself. And you know what? For the rest of us, that aren't exactly that sad to see these people go, that aren't like attached in that sense, because I think that's one of the main lessons that we learned here, that attachment is death. Attachment is death, right? Think of it like this. You know what? Here. Trusty little whiteboard, okay? This is how I'm gonna represent this to you, okay? Attachment is death, right? Because when you are attached to somebody or anything in this world, you set yourself up for disappointment. Truly, okay? Attachment is death. Why do I say that? Everybody is born as their own little seed, okay? Everybody is their own little seed. Some people are planted closer to other people. Some people are very far away from others, okay? Everybody's their own seed, though. Everybody, I love how you can see my screen. Hold on. That's better. Everybody's their own seed, right? Some of us get support rails, okay? Because some of us are tomato plants, some of us are peas, all right? And as we go and as we grow in life, right? Some of us grow really quickly, some of us grow very slowly. Some of us bloom and, you know, grow and die, and we come back over and over and over again. And then others of us are just little blades of grass, you know, just little blades of grass. Everybody is different in their own ways, okay? Relax. Everybody has their own growth process, you know? And when you live life through attachment, okay? Let's give an example with this seed over here. Somebody is planted next to them, okay? And this seed is growing right alongside this person, but grows attached and starts hanging on to this person and growing with this person and changing with this person, right? But they're getting their vines all tangled up with each other, or they're getting their roots all tangled up with each other, right? This is death. Why? Because you are no longer being given the space that you need as an individual to grow and fully flourish, okay? We don't want to live through attachment, because being attached to people and going out of your way to attach to people, it prevents you from being able to grow on your own path, because this person only got this far before attaching to somebody else. And this person could only get this far in their own growth journey before somebody latched onto them, and they lose themselves in each other. Sometimes plants will hold on to each other and hug each other like so tightly that there are permanent changes to the vines of those plants and permanent changes to the health of those plants, okay? These people that you were in union with, they were living through attachment. They were living through attachment, okay? Excuse me. And maybe you were too. Maybe you were living through attachment for a time, but like, the difference is, yeah, with the devil in reverse, you were never coming from this place of attachment for pleasure's sake, right? You never came through with this attachment for the sake of control, for the sake of just feeling good, feeling empowered. You didn't need other people to feel empowered, right? And Two of Swords reversed. You probably, 2442 on the timer, you probably saw that a lot of the people that you were connected to were very much so attached to you and, in a sense, needed you for things and needed you in some kind of capacity. Yeah, King of Pentacles for your abundant energy. People needed you for the abundant energy that you brought them because you're the magician. You are very balanced, all right? Four of Pentacles in reverse because people, these plants were unbalanced. They were not able to figure out how they could survive on their own, so they needed to latch onto other plants in a parasitic way where they would leech off of the water and get the water that the other plant needed to grow for themselves and soak up all the nutrients for themselves and take up all the sunlight for themselves so that they could get out of this broke energy, right? This unbalanced energy, this selfish energy, okay? Seven of Wands in the reverse, Three of Pentacles in the reverse, Strength in reverse. These people thought that your lack of going out of your way to fight them, your lack of going out of your way to argue with them, to pick these fights, to tell them like, hey, back off, get away from me, I need my space, I need my energy, I need these things for myself. They thought that that was a show of weakness on your end. They thought that you were weak for that, right? And in all actuality, you were just in your actual Three of Pentacles and actual strength energy. You were out here in the reverse in all of these. You were Strength, Three of Pentacles, and Seven of Wands. The way you were defending yourself was by being authentic in showing up in the connection. The way you were defending yourself, protecting yourself, standing up for yourself, fighting for yourself was being authentic in your want to show up for people and collaborate with people and choosing to show up with that kind of strength for yourself and this person. You were helping them in their life in ways that they didn't realize until you were gone. And you were creating things and possibilities for them and creating things and possibilities for yourself while this person couldn't even create possibilities for one of you. Okay? And you're in that King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles energy. You are just so abundant. You are so fucking abundant. You are overflowing. Like, if you don't have cash flow right now, if you don't have money coming to you right now, don't worry. Just don't even worry about it. It's coming. The money is coming. Trust, the money is coming, okay? Ace of Wands upright with the Three of Wands in reverse. Yeah. You're moving away from this. You're moving away from these devils. You're being replanted into better dirt. And right now, you might feel like you're wilting a lot. You might feel like you don't, like, you might feel like you've been cut off, in a sense, from, like, any kind of nutrients, from any kind of water, from any kind of ease, right? You might feel like you've been blocked from creating the world and creating the reality you wanted for yourself and figuring out the map of it all, right? With the Three of Wands in reverse. But Spirit doesn't want you to be building and creating right now. Spirit is currently transporting you and moving you into the next place, right? With the Chariot, 2828 on the timer. You're moving into a new energy. Yeah, with the Hermit and Judgment. Like, this is all, I'm probably gonna just title this alone, but like, all of this is saying you are finally in this space of aloneness and disconnection of other people where you can finally create the reality you want for yourself. Okay? Because so many people were taking up so much space in the garden. So many other seeds were trying to grow from your soil because your garden was so abundant in nutrients and water and everything that these plants need to survive. But the thing is, these people need to realize that they're not you. They're not the King of Pentacles. They're not the Queen of Pentacles. And that they have their own path and their own journey and their own soil that they need to cultivate. 2929 on the timer. If they want their own ideas and their own dreams to become a reality. Okay? We have the Page of Swords and the Seven of Swords. You know yourself. You know you're on this victory path. Yeah. After being betrayed and having, like, and people trying to force you, Six of Swords in reverse again, out of your spot, people trying to kick you out of your fucking spot, you are, love, you're coming into new contracts with new people. And, oh, this is just so lovely. These people have to deal with the fact that they've been deceitful, that they've been liars, that they've been manipulators, and that they did all of this to have access to your soil, and now you're not even there to replenish it the way it needs to be replenished, and none of their seeds are growing the way that they need their seeds to grow, because it's simply not their energy. Yeah, Nine of Cups upright with the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. You see, the Four of Pentacles upright usually talks about somebody that's holding on to things too tightly, that isn't willing to, like, think of it like spending the last penny that you have on yourself for yourself, and instead you hold on to that penny for dear life. There's literally a story about this for, like, in the Bible, where a father gives his 3 sons a coin, right? He gives, I think it's not even a coin, I think he gives his first son, his oldest son, like 10 gold coins or 1 gold coin or something like that. He gives his second oldest son, or 3 gold coins, I think. It's been so long since I've thought about this. I was literally in church when I heard this story, and I haven't been to church since I was 12 years old. So, like, yeah. And then he gives his second son 2 silver coins, and then he gives his youngest son 1 bronze coin. The first son takes his gold coin, goes, and I think he, like, buys, like, a sheep or something, and, like, starts, like, selling the wool, and, like, starts a farm or something like that, and starts making a profit, and pays his dad back the 3 gold pieces and more. And his second son goes and starts making, I think it's, like, candles, or, like, starts doing something with oil lanterns so people could, like, you know, have light in their homes. And he made money off of that and paid his dad back the 2 silver coins and more. And then the youngest son was so scared of not having anything to his name by having this 1 bronze coin, right? Because he's like, what am I supposed to do with this? My other brothers, they got gold and silver. What am I supposed to do with a bronze coin? And so he takes the bronze coin, puts it in a box, buries it in the sand, and leaves it there. And when his father comes and asks for his payment back for what his son invested his coin into, right? His son said, Father, I haven't spent it on anything. I haven't invested it in anything. And he dug the sand, he dug it out of the sand and showed his father the 1 coin. And his father was like, son, even if you didn't get anything in return for paying or for trying to create something with the money I gave you, 3311 on the timer. 33 and 11 could be super significant for you. He was like, son, even if you didn't get any money back for what I gave you, I'm more disappointed that you did nothing with it instead of trying to do something with it, right? So 4 of Pentacles is very much so the third sun energy, 33 on the timer. It's very much so that energy of, like, just holding on to things out of fear of not having more, and that's a lack mindset, okay? That is lack mindset. And when it's in the reverse, it can talk about 2 energies, either overgiving and to a point of lack, or overtaking to a point of lack, okay? And this is very much so serving overgiving for me. Like, with the 9 of Cups, you gave so fucking much away for these people. You gave so much for these people. The wisdom you have is invaluable, for real. Okay, you cannot put a price tag on the wisdom you have at all. Okay, the wisdom you have can save lives. The wisdom you have can create entire new realities for people. And it has. And it will. And it always will be, as it always has been, okay? And with the Nine of Cups, like, you releasing these people, you letting go of these people, no longer giving to these people, no longer pouring into these people anymore, right? And saying, you've gone too far, you've done too much. These people have done too fucking much. These people have gone way too fucking far, right? Well, guess what? Guess what? You're just getting wish fulfillment after wish fulfillment after wish fulfillment because of it. Yeah, Tower with the Wheel of Fortune. This is a good tower that's coming in. With the Six of Wands, yeah, this is a good tower that's coming in. Something is crashing and burning, and it is for your benefit. So just allow. Just let it happen. Just let it happen. Like, whatever is falling apart in your life right now, or you feel like is falling apart in your life, just let it fall apart. It is not your job to clean it up. It is not your job to put it back together. Five of Cups in reverse. It's not your job to try to fix things of the past. 35 on the timer. It's not your place, you know? Four of Cups reversed, yeah. These people were never willing to pour into you the way that you needed to be poured into, so don't be pouring into these people. They literally, I'm hearing 3553 on the timer, I'm hearing from Spirit, they literally don't deserve it. They literally, on the most basic level, do not deserve it, okay? It's like Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, like, you're working so hard and giving so much to yourself now that it's like, if you went out of your way to fix this for these people, yeah, Nine of Pentacles in reverse, you'd be preventing your own wish fulfillment. You'd be putting yourself out of the energy that you're in right now. And you have too soft of a heart to be doing that to yourself right now, okay? You deserve to be loved on by yourself. You deserve to be cared for by yourself. You deserve to be, like, just cared about. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. You deserve to be cared about. Truly. You really do. And, like, you're actually showing that care to yourself. Six of Cups in reverse. Yeah, you don't have people that are pouring into you like this. Two of Swords again. You are just trusting yourself and trusting the universe and the guidance that it's been giving you. On this path of isolation is what I'm hearing. On this path of security within self. Knight of Pentacles again. This is slow movement, but it is strong. Like, this is slow steps, slow walking towards your goal, okay? Spirit wants you to be walking, okay? Don't run, don't rush, okay? Because, like, here's the entire thing. 37 on the timer. You know how we're in the year of the fire horse, right? I was talking about this with my friend last night. We're in the year of the fire horse, okay? And the fire horse is running through a field of dead wheat because we just came out of winter. Why is the wheat still up? Why is the wheat still all planted and on the ground out there? It's not good. It's not going to make any good flour. It's not going to be doing anything to be helping people and feeding people properly, right? You have two options. Because the fire horse is coming through and is going to be running through this field of wheat. So you can either jump on the back of the horse, or you can keep trying to look around for good wheat in the field. Okay, you're not going to find any good wheat in the field. And a lot of people have not done the proper shedding and releasing of the wheat that surrounds them because they look at it and they see abundance, but really it's all dead ends. So you can either jump on the horse, or you can stay in the field. Those are the options, right? And Spirit is saying you are already on the horse, okay? Literally, you were led to the horse last year. You were led to the horse in, I'm hearing this month, in February. You were led to the horse. You were led to its stables. You were led to jump, like, to get on its back and to, like, get onto the horse before it even started running, before it was even, like, out of the fucking stable, okay? And nobody else was there. It was only you. Nobody else wanted to go with you. Nobody else wanted to do the work. Nobody else wanted to get to that point. So you got to be there first. And you've been bonding with the horse. You've been connecting with the horse. You've been connecting with this loyalty, with this forward movement, with this understanding and acceptance of creating the life that you want for yourself and actually striving yourself to get there, right? And Spirit is saying, like, all you have to do now is sit there. That's all you have to do. Don't try and run while you're on the back of the horse. You're already on the horse. The horse is going to run and take you to where you want to go. Trust that. Like, you are already in the position of winning. 40:04 on the timer. You are in the position of success. Like, don't try to stand up and start walking on the horse. Allow the horse to take you to where you need to go. Allow it. Allow. Okay? Allow. And allow yourself to just sit and enjoy the view of looking ahead. Don't look back. Don't look back, because all you're going to see back there is the remnants of this tower that's falling. It's going to be fields on fire with people running around, 40:40 on the timer, like, with people running around trying to figure out what the fuck to do. Well, they had all of last year to figure out what they were going to do. That was the energy of last year. Everybody was given the opportunity last year to look at the parts of themselves and ask themselves if the parts of themselves that they were experiencing life as were parts of themselves they wanted to carry for the rest of their lives, or if they were projections of who they were supposed to be instead of who they actually were on the inside. Okay? Last year was the year of the snake. I'm pretty sure it was, hold on, let me check. Right, 41:14 on the timer, by the way. Last year was the energy of the wood snake. I thought it was a water snake. I knew it was one of the W's, but it's wood snake, okay? And the wood energy focuses and maintains on, like, the growth and possibilities, right? And things that can become, things that aren't yet, but things that can become, right? And last year, everybody had the opportunity to ask themselves if who they really were who they wanted to be. They had the opportunity to ask themselves if what they wanted and how they were acting was going to get them to where they wanted to go. And they had a lot to think about, to deconstruct, a lot of things to digest and break down. They had plenty of opportunity all of last year to actually spend the time asking themselves, what the fuck am I gonna do? Who the fuck do I want to be? And how am I going to commit to that? 42:24 on the timer. Like, they never held that mirror up to themselves, and they never asked themselves that question. And you did. And more than that, you were doing it for ages. You were doing it way before any of these other people were doing it. And that's not 42:42 on the timer. That's not to say, like, or discredit any of their growth, but it's to remind you of just how fucking far you had to go to get to this point and how much you had to do to get here in the first place. And you deserve basic decency and respect for that, and people could not offer that to you. So don't look back. Don't look back. Because all the people that are being left behind in those wheat fields, those are people that couldn't let go. Those are people that could not find and rekindle their relationship with their own fire horse, okay? Those are the people that were not able to find and get on the back of the fire horse themselves. Those are the people that were stuck in their own skin. And now, because they didn't want to shed it themselves, it has to be burned away. 43:34 on the timer. And that's not your fault. And it's not your responsibility. So let it go. 43:43 on the timer. Just move on. Move on. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Stay in your own lane. Okay? Those people will be taken care of by Spirit. Just as Spirit has been taking care of you, Spirit will take care of them too. Okay? They're gonna be okay. They will be. If they choose to be okay, they're gonna be okay. You chose to be okay, even when you weren't, so they got the ability and the power to do that themselves. 44:11 on the timer, okay? Yeah. with the Knight of Pentacles, like, this forward movement, this energy that you're moving into, like, you yourself, you're not going to be moving fast, okay? I just really need to emphasize that. 44:33 on the timer. You're not... Okay. Hold on. We're gonna try that one more time. Hold on. We're gonna try that one more time. Okay, just one more time. Okay. There we go. I'm so sorry, you guys. I didn't mean to do that to you. With the Five of Cups again. Like, these people really want you to keep focusing on this energy. Don't. Just don't. Yeah, Knight of Wands. With the well on the back of the deck. Hanged Man poking out from the... Oh my gosh, my baby blanket. Anyway. Which way did you want that, Spirit? Yum. Knight of Wands in reverse. Like, these people, you might not be prepared for what you're moving into. Like, or at least you might not feel like you are, okay? But you totally are. With the well here, you totally are. 45:45 on the timer. Excuse me. You have access to all of the overflow and the abundance that you've been manifesting your entire life, okay? You're there. 45:54 on the timer. You are there. And while you might not feel prepared, maybe because of the fact that you're doing this alone, remember how awesome it is that you actually get to do this on your own. Like, being alone can be scary, yeah, but how awesome is it that you get to be around yourself? And I don't mean that in the sense of being like, oh yeah, I'm on my own, I can like do what I want, I can think about what I want, like I can just bum it out, I don't have to show up for anybody or blah 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 blah. But I mean, think about how awesome it is that you get to be with yourself. Like, you get to hang out with this amazing, wonderful, loving person. 46:46 on the timer. You get to be around this loving, compassionate energy. You get to be in this position of receiving love and kindness from this amazing human being, and you never get to separate from them. You are the one thing in your entire life that you have complete attachment to, and it's the only form of attachment to people that is not only accepted and appropriate on the most basic human level, but on a spiritual level too. You get to be attached to who you are, okay? And not even in the sense of like being attached to the ideas of who you are right now, but like just being able to see yourself and be there for yourself and show up for yourself through the evolution every step of the way. You know, like, if you never had that mother figure in your life, you are that mother figure for you. If you never had that father figure in your life, you are that father figure for you. If you never had that friend that was supportive and loving and cheering you on every single step of the way, you are that person for you. And the best part is, you know that it comes from complete authenticity. It comes from a place of true love that you have for yourself and that you have for people outside of you. But you can trust this. You can trust this, not the way that you couldn't trust other people. Not the way that you couldn't trust the people before. There are new people. Yeah. There's this new connection that you're forming with yourself, with the Lover and Strength. Oh my gosh. And Death, rebirth. Beautiful. These cycles are finally coming to an end, guys. So, with the position that you're in, you're already on the back of the fire horse. You're already doing everything that you need to do. You don't need to do anything more. You don't need to do anything more. You're already doing everything perfectly. And I literally did a short reading on this the other day. I'm pretty sure it was for the Star or the Queen of Wands. Oh my gosh. One of those. I can't remember super specifically because I've just, like, it's been, the fire horse energy has been fire horsing. Okay, like, things have been moving crazy. Things have been moving so quickly. 49:49 on the timer. Like, the abundance and the connections are coming in like crazy, you know? And so things have been kind of slipping by in my brain a little bit, but I am trying and I am showing up. I promise. With the Wheel of Fortune, yeah. Completion, man. The end of the cycle is here. So keep doing what you're doing and keep going in the direction that you're going in. And get comfortable in doing exactly what you have been doing. Nothing. Get comfortable with doing nothing. And just letting the energy take you where you need to be taken, for real. The fire horse will take care of the rest. No need to hop off of the back to pay attention to the details of the wheat, okay? Page of Swords with the Fool in reverse, yeah. You don't need to start that cycle all over again, 50-50 on the timer. You've already, like, you've been through that cycle. You have been through that cycle. You are done with that cycle. That cycle is over, okay? You are being decorated now and actually prepared for celebration. And this is an entire other level of celebration with the Page of Swords. This isn't even Six of Wands, okay? This is an entire other level of celebration that's coming in for you, all right, collective? 51:15 on the timer. Any final messages, Spirit? Any final messages? Oh, from that deck? Okay, yeah. That's fine. I can do that. Which way did you want that? People are trying to cause conflict in your life right now by messing with your energy and trying to pull on you. Don't let it pull you out of balance, honestly. Just keep focusing on you. Keep doing you. Keep thinking about the things that you want to be thinking about. Keep working on the things that you want to be working on. Yeah. You have natural defenses that these people's attacks cannot penetrate. 51:51 on the timer. Just point blank period. You literally do. It's not even a situation of like, well, maybe you want to like up your protection, but like, I mean, always do that just because, why not? I mean, fuck. It's not like you can protect yourself from blessings. Like, it's not, you know, so it's never a bad idea to up your protection, but like, you're just so heavily protected that everything these people are trying out, it doesn't even fucking work. It literally doesn't even work. 52:25 on the timer. Which way did you want that, Spirit? Three of Wands. You are making the map just by running through the field and seeing all of the options that are surrounding you of what you really can do and what you can really make and create for yourself. You are doing a fantastic job. Okay, 52:52 on the timer. You are doing a fantastic job as it is. As it is, all on its own, okay? Yeah, with the Devil in reverse on the back of the deck and Temperance on top of it. You have been tempering and doing everything right. You literally have been doing everything right, so just keep trusting that. Keep trusting yourself. Keep trusting yourself as yourself. Yeah, with the Page of Wands again. You are creating everything that you're supposed to be creating and working on everything that you're supposed to be working on. Page of Pentacles on the back of the deck again. Dude, like, you really are in this energy of just letting your inner child take the reins, in the sense of just trusting your inner child to guide you from now on, you know? Because it's like listening to the wounded self and listening to the angelic self, listening to the shadow self. All of those beings have heavy biases. And those biases are all for their own subjects. The shadow for the shadows, the angel for the angels, the, like, inner adult you for the realistic adult aspects of the world, but your inner child's only bias is in that for creating and is in that for joy. Those are the only things that your inner child cares about, so allow that to guide you. Honestly, allow that to guide you. Allow them to take you to where you need to go. Allow the fire horse to carry you there, and allow your inner child to be, I don't want to say the entertainment, but like allow the inner child to show you entertainment in sitting still. The entertainment in being alone. 54:54 on the timer. And the enjoyment that you can really find when you allow yourself to just have the imagination for it. Okay? I love you, angels. I hope that you guys have an absolutely wonderful day, night, afternoon, whatever time it is. Oh, when you're when you're seeing this. Oh my gosh, yeah. Guys, 8 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, High Priestess, 10 of Wands in reverse, and Judgment. Look at that. Look at that. You picked the life for yourself. You picked the life and you put in the actual work that you wanted for yourself. And now judgment has been passed. You are being unburdened, okay? I love you guys so much. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, night, or afternoon, whenever it is you're watching this. And I hope to see you again soon. I will be making more content soon. 55:44 on the timer. 55:55. Interesting. Anyways, yeah, I love you. Bye!